My next guest had her social media account banned after posting some videos of her son's rare skin condition. It's a skin condition so intense and so rare, it's referred to as the worst disease you've never heard of. And she wanted to share her son's journey on TikTok to show people what he goes through, the excruciating pain from open wounds, but also that he is more than his skin condition, more than the skin he's in. She also wants to remind people that if you see someone who appears different, don't make assumptions about them or their story. Joining us with her story is the mother and caretaker of this very special young man, Melissa Hawkins. Melissa, thank you so much for joining us. Marky, your son, will join us in a few, but I wanted to talk to you mom to mom first, right? Because I understand how protective you would be of your son and what you've gone through. You have 3 sons, 2 of them have this condition, and you lost one of your sons at just 14 years old due to this. Explain to me what this condition is and does to the body.
So the full name for it is epidermolysis bullosa recessive dystrophic. There are different types. What Marky and his brother have is the most severe type, which is the recessive dystrophic. And what that means is they were both born without the genetic makeup and the collagen 7 that connects and binds the skin. And they only have the one layer. And then there's no anchoring system for the skin to the muscle tissue beneath. That's why it's called the butterfly disease, because their skin is as fragile as a butterfly's wing. And so any type of friction, any type of like hard bumping, knocking will either cause a fluid-filled blister that I then have to pop before it grows larger, or it just completely shears the skin off.
What is life like for someone with that condition? Does he have to stay inside? What is his life like?
He doesn't have to stay inside, but weather can be a challenge because he only has the one layer, and because he is all of his calories and everything goes towards the healing of the wounds. It's very hard for him to either cool down or warm up. So it's really hard for him to self-regulate his body temperature, but the sun doesn't harm him. It's just the extreme heat that can cause him to blister up. And this extreme cold can hurt all the way down to the bones because, osteoarthritis comes with this disease. It just is a lot of factors are brought into it of the disease. There's so many byproducts of having this disease that when I go to the doctors and they ask any other medical conditions, and I'm like, well, yeah, but it all contributes back to the EB. It's very, very painful. Very painful, even getting dressed. So that's why winter is kind of a challenge, because I have to layer him because it is so cold. But getting all those layers on him, even putting on pants can shear this. If I get an area that I thought was healed, it can shear that area clean off. If the shirt goes too tight over his face, it'll take the skin off his chin. Just things of that nature.
So you decided, and Marky is 21 years old, and he has exceeded expectations in that this is a fatal disease. As we mentioned, you lost your son at age 14. So every day you have him is a blessing in your life. And you decided to share his story on TikTok. What was the goal there?
So the goal was just to have another platform to share this disease, because on Instagram, we have a large following, but I was still getting so many messages asking, okay, what does he have? What does he have? What does he have? And so I'm like, well, you know what? If I still have people that are asking me this on Instagram, I can utilize this other social media platform and reach an even greater audience. Wow. And so that's always my goal on any social media platform I have, is awareness. And so when I started doing a TikTok, I was getting a lot of positive feedback of people telling me, oh my gosh, like, I'm so glad you're spreading this. Like, I have EB, but you're the first person I've seen come across my feed with EB. These are other people with EB telling me this, we were the first account to come across their screen. Wow. And how happy they were and how included they felt getting on this social media platform and seeing somebody that has the exact same disease as they have.
And so you posted the video, and then all of a sudden when you went to your account, you saw it had been taken down. What was your reaction?
I was dumbfounded at first. I mean, I have been having some trouble with TikTok for a while because they kept taking his videos down and telling me the reason was that they were violent and graphic.
Mm.
And so I was like, you know what? We're brand new to this platform. Let me just educate the people that are running this so that they know, he's not a victim of abuse or anything of that nature. So I sent them email after email telling them exactly what he has, and that to take it down and classify it as graphic or violent is very insulting.
Mm.
And so they would put the videos back up, but then they would slap these warnings over any video I put on him. They'd have this warning of people having to decide if they want to look at him or not. And that in itself is very insulting. It's heartbreaking because they're putting a warning sign over my beautiful child's face and giving people the option, hey, you want to look at him or do you not want to look at him? That's extremely insulting, and it's hurtful as his mother. It's very hurtful.
Yeah, it's hurtful to hear that's how you felt, right? It's just,
yeah.
And how he felt. We did reach out to TikTok for a statement, and they said in April of 2021, this account was removed because it was mistakenly believed to belong to someone under the age of 13, which violates TikTok's rules. The account was restored upon appeal. TikTok stands firm in never discriminating against anyone due to their appearance. You appealed their decision to take it down, and it's clear you made them change whatever misunderstanding they say exists there. How did it feel to fight back for him and say, you may not want to see this, but this is his story, this is the skin he's in, and many others because he's not alone? How did it feel in some ways to win that?
I really honestly didn't feel vindicated because the only reason why TikTok restored my account is because celebrities and a reporter with Inside Edition found a phone number for them. Because keep in mind, TikTok gives you no phone numbers to contact them. Nothing whatsoever. If they take down your account or video, they give you no phone number to call customer service.
Your account is back up, and when we come back, Melissa shares how love, affirmations, and positive thinking help Marky feel beautiful and confident in his skin. Plus, Marky will join us and shares what he wants people to know about his skin disease after the break. We are back with Melissa. Her son was diagnosed with a rare skin disease known as the butterfly syndrome. Also joining us is Melissa's son, Marky. Thank you both for being with us.
There you are, look.
There you are.
Hi.
Hi, Marky. Thank you. So, hi. I want you to speak for yourself. You're 21. You've been through a lot. What do you want people to learn about your condition?
Well, I want people to know, no matter when I go to ED, I always stay positive.
You always stay positive.
I know after I get changed, it's just temporary, and after I get done, I'm out of bed, I'm happy, energized. I want to go to places and do something. Like I like doing outdoor sports, like movies, all that.
I love your optimism. I love how you stay positive. Melissa, look, we always want to protect our children. And you have layers and layers of protection around him. You are his skin. You are his skin because you're there protecting him. But he's had hard questions, as I understand, for you that you've not been able to answer. What does that feel like, not being able to provide him with what he needs and the answers to what's happening to his skin and his body?
It's a sense of hopelessness, honestly. Because as a parent, you want to be able to explain to your child why they are going through and experiencing the things that they are. I want to be able to look at him and say, you know what, you were born this way for X, Y, and Z reasons. And it's something that I can't really answer, that only God can answer. Of why, he'll ask me why him and not, his older brother who's born perfectly healthy. And it's a genetic thing, of why. But I think his is more profound of like, why me? Like, why was I chosen?
Yeah, both parents have to carry the gene.
Yeah, both parents have to carry the gene. And so I know that I will never be able to answer that 100% for him,
Yeah.
but he has such a sense of who he is, and he's such an amazing person. He handles it in such stride.
Yeah.
I mean, I would fall apart. I would absolutely fall apart to go through the pain that he goes through every single day and still have a smile on his face and still want to educate others and help others.
Yeah. I was
Um,
going to ask you, Melissa, how do you teach your son that his skin doesn't define him? But you've shown us all today the answer. You, through your courage and your speaking up for him, that's how he remains positive. They say he gets it from his mama, he gets it from his mama. And I'm so happy that you have spoken up, and we appreciate everything you're doing. Marky, our hearts are with you. Your positivity is phenomenal, and I'm just here to celebrate you. So thank you so much for joining
Thank
us.
you.
All right, thank you, Melissa and Marky.